Coming to you from the Next Weather studio, a 360 view of your forecast. This is Next Weather, sponsored by your local Chevy dealers. Georgia Drive Chevy.
And we're going to need Spider-Man or a superhero to save us from some of the heat by the end of the week. Temperature is going to be up in the 90s and feeling as hot as 100 to 105 degrees. First off, let's track some of the storms that are around right now. And yes, here south of town, down 75. If you're headed Macon way, yes, there's some rain there and quite a bit of it, and even more as you head east, south of 20 and north and east of I-75, and then north and west into, well, what is that there? Up toward Calhoun. You've got a few showers and storms there, and then also Toccoa getting some of those storms as well. So not everyone getting it, but we are getting some of those rains. They are coming down in pretty fast order. Now here north of town, or at least from the perimeter north, we'll say, about a hundredth of an inch of rain, few hundredths of an inch of rain. But those more persistent storms that are south, boy, it's coming down in buckets. And by the end of today, could have an inch or two of rain. So could even have some flash flooding potentially in spots, as well as even some gusty wind. So keep that in mind for any plans that you may have going for this evening. Something else I wanted to show you, something we have not seen for a while, is activity in the tropics. A 10% chance of tropical development in the central Atlantic from two spots. That's not very much, but we do have to be a little more concerned with this one. Yes, right here near the Cabo Verde Islands, Cape Verde, heading its way off to the west, 60% chance of development. It's overcome some of the long-winded Saharan dust layer, wind shear, all that we've been dealing with. This could actually be potentially a tropical depression by the end of the week. So that is something we'll be tracking very closely. Let's open up the windows and show you what we have going on right now over West Midtown. There are a few clouds, again, from some of those showers and storms that are south, and that has helped us to cool down in a couple of neighborhoods. There's our chopper flying on by. Taking a look at the southeastern map, there's a disturbance that's kind of lodged overhead. This is going to stay here for tomorrow as well as into Wednesday. So we will have that somewhat increased chance of some rain and storms, which will help out those temperatures. Now, there's fair weather high pressure that's off the coast. That is eventually going to pump in some heat, humidity, more oppressive air as we head towards the end of the weekend. It's going to cut down on the rain chance. So those temperatures really going to be coming up. Made it to 94 this afternoon. Right now, we're in the 80s where it's rain cooled. Here in Atlanta, it's 90, 93 at Eatonton. And some of the real field temperatures as hot as about 101 in Atlanta, 101 at Eatonton. So you do have to slow down, drink plenty of water. As we head through the evening, it looks like those storms will diminish. By about midnight, they're gone, and you should be waking up to some dry skies by the time we hit tomorrow morning. But then tomorrow afternoon, we're back at it again as we take a look at the 7-day forecast with more showers and storms. Keeps us in the low to mid 90s. And then that big heat and humidity builds just in time for the weekend. Stay near a pool.